Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be making two or three knives. You'll probably know from the thumbnail or title, I'm not sure what yet, but I'm going to be making them in the forge that I showed you how to build in last week's video. Just some bricks and hairdryer over there and some charcoal. And what I'm hitting the metal on is just a top of a sledgehammer. Pretty as simple as it gets. But yeah, I got some more rebar that I'm gonna use, and yeah, let's get it going. Okay, so now it's heating up. You can see I have the blower on it, and the three rebar pieces are getting. Here's another tip: add a brick right in front there on top, and it'll keep a lot more of the heat in, conserving energy and making the stuff heat up fast. Okay, so it's time to take the first one out. It's glowing red hot. So I got my sledgehammer here, and I'm gonna start. So you probably just saw one video where I got it red hot, and that was the only time I got the steel red hot that entire day yesterday. So I'm going to try again today. There's a few things that I changed, but yeah, let's get right back to making those three knives. Okay, so I've set up the forge a little bit different today. You can see it's much less tall, and I'm actually burning wood. I'm going to see how that works, how it compares to the charcoal. Actually, I got it really burning hot now. That wood is good. Okay, so I think the two blades that you've mostly been seeing, the third blade, you can kind of see it in there, it's way too short, so I can't touch it without burning myself. So I don't know if I'll end up making that one. But the two blades that you have been seeing that are good, I think I'm almost done with them. And I'm going to put a slight, like taper, like this being the blade, this being the handle. It's going to be slightly curved. Taper probably isn't the best word. But I'm going to do that, and then you're going to probably see me next do the quench. And just like last video, I'll just get it up to the red hot temperature where a magnet will not stick to it. I'll probably just do that off camera. And then I'm going to put it right into a bucket full of water. And that'll make it nice and hard. Okay, now that they are fully forged and quenched, it's time to cut off where the handle will be. I'm probably going to do that off camera, but I'm just going to be using a Sawzall with a bimetal cutting blade, and see you in a second. Okay, now that they're both cut off, I'm going to put them into the oven at 400 degrees for a good 45 minutes, and basically that's going to take the very hard, brittle metal from the quenching, and it's just going to make it a little bit softer so that we can work with it. You don't want it too brittle, otherwise it'll just break when you're trying to work with it, or even once you're done, if you got through making it into a knife when you're cutting. So this is a very important step, almost as important as the quenching itself. So yeah, let's get them in the oven. So now the knives are done in the oven, and I'm going to start shaping the blade shapes on my belt sander. And for this one, I'm actually going to be making for my mom, and she's mostly wanting to do slicing tasks with it. So I'm going to start creating the blade edge as well on the belt sander. But this one, which is for me, I want to actually try maybe to do some wood tasks on it. So I'm going to wait to make the edge. Probably going to use the Dremel with the grinder bit to make the edge. But yeah, let's get started. Now I'm going to be turning this dull handle into one that has a cool pattern on it. Because you can see that the rebar has a nice pattern with ridges. So when I sand the outside, only the outside will become shiny and the inside will stay dull. So it'll create a cool pattern. Much better. Okay, now that I've got the blade shape and handles done, it's time to make the knife edge. And you'll notice I've kept the blades dull because I want to be able to see where the edge is easier. And if they're all shiny, it'll be really hard to see. So once I get the edge created, then I'll make the edges shiny, sand them down. Okay, now off camera I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and both sides of the other knife as well. Okay, now they have an edge made, and it's time to go to the sharpening thing.